Okay, welcome to part 4 of doing this frog, but also it's going to be another video called Let's See How to Do Backgrounds, okay, on this awesome app, okay. I am in the best mood. I don't know why. If you guys were following me throughout this whole process, my daughter just had a baby. There's so much going on. Life is crazy, crazy, crazy good. So it is right now 2 o'clock in the morning. I just ordered something from Denny's, so it should be here any minute. I'm starving, so I'll probably take a little break, eat a little food, and I'm ready. I have still not slept, you guys. I don't know. I'm like a robot. I think I'm a robot. I do. I think I'm a robot. I don't sleep. It's just crazy. My Instagram has gone nuts. I'm so excited, you guys. Thank you so much. One of my, the picture I did, you remember that one on one of the videos where I showed you guys how to blend with that, where I did all the dots and I blended? I think it was on the second video. At the very end, that cool technique, I might use it in this one. Everybody freaked out. It got 25,000 views in like an hour after I put it up. So it's pretty cool. So I know you guys want to see this. So for those of you that follow me with the real colored pencils, these, remember these? Yeah, remember these? Yeah, I still got them. But for right now, I'm so into this. So you know what? Coloring, you guys, listen. Okay, listen. I know some of you are mad at me for this, but listen, coloring is about feeling good and being in the zen. You know what zen is? Zen means zen. You're happy, you're in a good place, you feel good, you're comfortable, you feel secure, warm, cozy, all the things you could think of. That is it. And that's what I feel like when I'm using this, because it's the way it is. So I'm going to do what I want to do. And if you guys want to follow me, you do. And for those of you that are loving it, thank you for following me, because I love it too. So, and when I print them out, by the way, because I can make it real small, it just looks so like ridiculous, but it's not. I can make a poster of this. If I want to make a poster and print it out and put this on the back of my a headboard and make it like a giant tapestry to fill my whole wall, I can do that, because that's what this app allows. So once we just get going, oh, wait till you see what's coming next. I have so many plans. Just wait and see, relax. There's so much in store. Okay, but wait till you see what's in this video right here, right now. All right, here we go. I have an idea. Here's what I want to do. Okay, let's get on with the jibber jabber. You guys know I talk a lot, okay? So, especially when I'm in a good mood. So, you caught me in one. So, what I want to do is I want to put a waterfall in the background. I want to put a waterfall, some mountains, maybe a monkey hanging from a tree. I don't know, maybe not a monkey. That'd be too much, but no, because we got all this. But I mean, I have all these crazy ideas, but I definitely we'll keep it simple, because I don't want to like overwhelm you. My brain goes crazy, you guys know that. But let's just put a waterfall in the back. Now, I can't put a waterfall in the middle because it would look weird. You have a waterfall in the middle. I think aesthetically it wouldn't be right. I want to move it over a little bit. So we need to make some mountains and a waterfall. Now, how are we going to do that? That's what we need to think about. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we have to merge all of our layers. Well, just to this one layer. Remember, this right here is our reference layer. This is the layer right here that is just nothing but the black and white. Because see, look, if I take it away, all we have is just what I colored. So there's nothing there, only the coloring, right? But if you put the check mark back on, then all the black, that's what Johanna drew from Basford, Johanna Basford. And by the way, guys, there's a new book coming out that I cannot wait for. I literally cannot wait. It's coming out like in a week. It's her inky, I don't know what it's called. Gosh darn it. She's teaching people how to draw. All of her secrets about drawing flowers and like to inspire us all to find our inner selves and to draw. I am so excited about this, because I think that when she puts this book out, all of you guys, you're going to find yourselves. And you're gonna, there's so many artists already that I've seen that I follow, that follow me, etc., that I could see their art changing like right before my eyes because of the book. And so I'm thinking that there's going to be some awesome coloring books out there. But remember, mine is good. You guys keep coming back to me for my coloring pages. I'm going to work really hard on them, just like everyone else is. Mine are going to be specific for Procreate app, and of course for regular too. But you know, we all have to support each other, and that's what we do. So if you like somebody's style, you know, just support their style. Just try not to like copy, paste, and get this stuff for free, because that's not cool. Us artists are struggling, and we do things, you know, everyone needs to make money, right? We all have kids, we need to eat. And so when you copy, paste, and try to cheat the system and try to do these things, it's not fair. And then you get karma, and then, you know, it's a whole thing. So, you know, that's just my end of my speech. So I'm just saying we all need to support each other, because that makes a better world for all of us. Okay, enough of the speech. Okay, so now, how are we going to do this background? So what I was thinking is, we don't want the waterfall to be right in the middle, right? We want it to be off to the side or off to the side. For me, I'm right-handed, so for some reason, my waterfall wants to go left. I don't know why, but it just does. So here's my colored layer, and this is all the colors. So now I'm going to have to create a new layer, because I don't want my background to affect any of the stuff that I already worked so hard on, right? So I'm going to hit multiply, and from what I understand so far, remember I'm new to this app too, I think we're all learning. As a matter of fact, if you ever go to a doctor and you hear, let's go see the doctor's practice, it's because they're practicing. They're still practicing too. Doctors are practicing. We're all practicing. So no matter what you do, we're all practicing. We're always evolving, and we're always learning, okay? So am I. All right, so here we go, multiply. Now, all I know is when you do that, you can see all what's underneath, and you get a whole new layer of like it's like putting a piece of tracing paper on the top and coloring a whole new stuff on the top, and then later on you can maybe merge it down. Like, that's, I don't know, that's the best way I can explain it. Okay, so let's just start by first, I've never even done this before, so you guys are learning right along with me. I'm going to try getting some sort of I need a pencil of some sort. So what I'm going to do is, if you click this, I can sort of feel what it feels like. And see, to me it feels just like an airbrush. It doesn't feel like a pencil. So I'm going to take this little streamline down. I don't like it. Yeah, that's better. Whoops. Okay, so that's why, you guys, when you see people that are selling their brushes or whatever they're doing, the reason is because they have created they've moved all these things to where they think it's perfect, and also they create all these different effects and things like that, which I have done. On some of my brushes, I spend a lot of time. Like, I want a little grain in mine, and some I don't. So you just have to play around. It's so awesome. It is the most awesome thing, man. Once you discover this, you are so hooked. It's seriously like having an entire art studio. It's the best. I wish I had this when I was younger. I would have been, I don't even know what I'd be doing now. I don't even know. I'd be putting out the best stuff right now, probably. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to use this pencil, and I just sort of, I'm going to put a little scatter on it. I'm just changing a little bit. I'll share this brush with you guys, okay? Because I need it to be, I'll share it with you. It'll be on my Etsy channel. It'll be, if you're a Patreon of mine, you'll get it free. I'll put it up there. You just download it, and you'll be able to have it, okay? I'm going to work with it a little bit. All right? So, I got it, I think. Okay, so, all right. I need it to be perfect. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get I think I need like a grayish, kind of like a light gray, because I just want to make it like a little sketch. And I want to kind of sketch in what I want, where I want the background to go. So I think I want to do some mountains here. So I'm going to put maybe some mountains in here, and then maybe mountain range. So that kind of looks like little mountains in here. And then, well, actually, no, because I'm going to have to change that, because I want my waterfall to go here. So I'm going to change my point of reference to be here. You'll see what I mean. So what I want to do here is I want to make my waterfall kind of come down here like this, and then maybe from here make a little waterfall, right? So I just want to see a little waterfall. So this is just a little sketch for right now. I'm going to erase most of it, but I want to make a waterfall. So just kind of draw kind of like a little line in this area here, and then these are like little mountains. This is where your waterfall drops from, and then there's your mountain come up, and then you're gonna need a little mountain like come down like that. Then we're gonna need another little mountain. Oh, maybe it comes around there. Alright, so you just make a little sketch. Okay, after you make a little sketch, then I'm going to make another layer and do the same thing with the multiply. So I hope this works. I'm new too. So, okay, what I want to do now is I'm going to grab a light blue, but I want a different blue. I want to make it light blue like this. See how I'm manipulating the colors here? Because now I'm going to give you these colors, so you're not going to have to worry about this yet, okay? Because I know a lot of you guys that follow me are new. Some of you guys are just, oh, it's so sweet. You little 7-year-olds that I get, and my little 90-year-old ladies, I love all I get them all. I just love every single one of you. I try so hard to teach, and it's hard because everybody I have to teach different, But for me, my personality, I think I'm all the personalities wrapped into one. That's what my psychiatrist says. LOL. Just kidding. Alright, so let's grab our soft airbrush now. We have to switch to the airbrush. I don't know about any of these brushes yet. It's way too strong, way too big. There's so many brushes, and I'm sure there's some that do water and the cheating thing. For me, I'm just gonna color like I would do on a piece of paper, just using kind of what I know is that soft airbrush. Maybe as we all grow together, we're gonna learn, to kind of like together how we all kind of like to color, because I know I'm learning too. So, alright, so what I'm going to do now is I am just going to kind of put in some color here. I just want to know, what I want to do right now is just put in my tones, like my color tones. So I'm going to just put in that. I'm going to get my little smudger here. If it's not big, why isn't it bigger? Okay. Remember, all this area here I don't care about, because remember we got our eraser. We can always go through here, which we're going to do, and we're going to go and get rid of all this, okay? What we're worried about right now is I want to get kind of a tone just on the waterfall right now. So I want to kind of get some colors that are nice and light. So I want to go into my palettes, because I know I created some nice colors just for now. Just throw in some our blues, the ones that I like to use, and then maybe a couple dark ones, right? Just for now, and just and you can maybe even, alright, we're just gonna swirl them around. Then you could and you don't even have to worry about your eraser right now, but I just love the zen feeling of it. And remember, I'm all about feeling good. So, well, not in a selfish way, but you know what I mean. I just, I want to, it doesn't matter to me that it takes a little bit more time to add these colors and make it like this. It doesn't matter to me, because I enjoy using the eraser. So, okay, now what we want to do is we want to put a little bit of some of the mountain colors. So maybe we want to start, now these are by the way, I have a whole palette here for my skin colors, if you notice. These are skin colors that I use, which I can give you too. If you ask me for it, I can just send them to you. So just ask me. So what I'm going to do is, I'm thinking maybe I will just kind of throw these for here, because maybe this will make some good base for the mountain color. So I'm just going to throw that in there. I know, totally different than coloring in real life, right? But it's still fun, and that's the ultimate goal anyways, right? So I'm not really worried yet about too much detail. I'm just trying to get the tones of kind of where I'm at and what I'm doing here. So I think I'm going to switch this up a little bit. I'm going to put a creamish color down in here, okay? And just like a little creamish color in this area. And then I'm going to put a purplish area up in this area. Alright? So there's two different base coats, if you will. Alright? I hope I'm not confusing you. So we had a cream area here and a purple area here. I kind of want to differentiate the two. It'll all pull together. My problem is I need to put what's in my head out and express it to where you can understand. That's what I'm trying to do. Alright? So what I think is probably just follow my craziness. Now I want this to be a water. This is going to be like a lake down here. So I want all this to be a lake. So he's floating on a lily pad in front of mountains. And then down here, grab a light yellow, like a really light one. This one over here, a really light one where it says frog, your first palette that I gave you. You'll see it. I'll show you. Don't worry. And maybe make a little highlight down here. Just to... Alright. Oh, my food just came, you guys. Alright, so now I'm just kind of blending in a little bit. Just a little bit. And I will just do, right now, like I'm saying, I'm just kind of making tones. So now you guys can see this is kind of how I kind of want it. My background. Okay, I'm going to have a sun back in here, my mountains, different color mountains, and a little lake down here. So here are my tones. Now I have to go and make the detail. Alright, so right now I got food, so I'm going to go down and eat a little bit of food, and then I will come back. But for you guys, it'll be like in 1 second. For me, probably maybe like a half an hour. Okay, so that's the magic of this. So I'm just going to kind of blend all this here. Alright, and we're going to blend all this in. Isn't this exciting? It's so fun. Hope you're having as much fun as me. Ooh, we get to use our eraser, my favorite part. I'll see you in a few. I have lots of ideas in my head. I'll mull them over while I'm eating my breakfast. It is now 2:20 in the morning, a.m. It is 10/4, which is October 4th. My baby was born, well, not my baby, my daughter's baby was born on the 27th, right in between my birthday, which was the 29th, just a few days ago. So there's a lot happening. My channels are exploding. Things are going good. So I will be back, and I will see you in a few. Ciao for now. Okay, I had to run out for a minute here because you know, that's things I got to do other than film videos. So it's kind of, you know, got to juggle all these things around. Busy girl. Okay, so I got to remember where I was at. So let me jump back into this. So I guess I was over here. I want to add some blue in here. I'm just going to, for the water, I'm just going to grab some colors here. And right now I'm just going to not really worry about the details. I think that's where I was at. I was just telling you that right now I'm just kind of blocking in some colors just to get a little sense of where I'm at. Okay, now I'm going to get a little bit, maybe kind of like a purpley color, kind of a color, and I'm going to try something here. I'm going to grab a, let me see where that hair, there's a brush for hair. I just got to remember where it was. I think it's, let's see here, touch-ups. Flowing hair, I don't know if this will work or not. Let me see. Let me go to a new layer. And on this layer, do the same thing with multiply, but I want to try something here. I don't know how it's going to work. I never do. Alright, and I'm going to make kind of like this, like little, I want to make them straight though. I'm trying to give an illusion of kind of streaky mountains. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of make little mountains here. I don't want it to go into that purple right here though. I want it just to go maybe like that. I'll show you what I'm going to do in a minute. Just hang in there with me. Okay, just stand by. I'm going to see if this works, okay? Alright, now what I want to do is I'm going to hit this little effects button, and there's this little thing called Gaussian blur, and you could slide it. Now see what I'm going to do? If I slide it, it goes away. I want to just kind of make it where I'm just going to blur it out just a little bit and see if that gives me any kind of an effect that I was looking for. I want it to look like kind of streaky, so I'm going to have to probably put him in myself, but I'm going to just kind of maybe leave it maybe a little bit like that. Okay, so then I'm going to unselect it, and I'm just going to merge this down. Okay, so I don't want too much. I don't like to have too many layers. That's the thing. A lot of people have, you know, I watch these the people that do the cartoons, and they have like, you know, 100 layers, and then by the time they're done, you know, then they gotta figure everything out. And I just like kind of just keeping it like almost as close as coloring on colored pencils as I can. Now remember, that's just my way, okay? There's a million different ways to do it. So I'm gonna put some yellow in here, but that's just my way. I'm gonna go back to my regular brush now, which is my airbrush, which is the one I'm comfortable with. But you know, like once you start doing it, you'll just be comfortable with your own brushes, you know, and things like that. But if you're gonna follow me along, and you want to do it like me, then you know, then just color along with me, I guess. You know, I don't know what to say there, because there's just, like I say, so many things, so many different ways of doing this. It's not like you know, when we were doing it before, just with regular colored pencils. You know, there's one colored pencil and you just follow along. But with this, they're so interpretive. You know. You know, you just kind of follow along as best as you can, especially like with the background like this. I'm just kind of giving you an idea of what I'm going to do, and then you can kind of use your own artistic abilities and just kind of, you know, play around with it, you know. Okay, so now what I want to do is I really want to start concentrating a little bit more on the details. So I know what I'm after. You guys, if you've watched me long enough, you know that when I get something in my head, I have an idea of what I want. It's just a matter of me trying to get what I want and it out of my head and onto the paper, you know? That's the thing. So, okay, and I'm going to try. So, let's just see how this comes out. Okay, I want it streaky. Okay. I'm coloring it basically kind of the way when I used to paint with acrylics. Acrylics are different than colored pencils, and when I use this app, it's kind of like that, sort of. A little bit more than, because colored pencils are not as forgiving, you know, because once you put it down, you can't erase it, colored pencils or anything, you know, you're just kind of, you got to be careful when you're putting the colors in, because, you know, you can't erase them once you put the colors in, then they're in. But with this, you know, you can do a bunch of different things and, you know, go over, play around, stuff like that. So, okay. So now, what I want to do is I want this mountain here to be a little bit more of a brown kind of color. So I just want it to be different, and it's not different enough. So I'm going to make this just a little smaller here. And I'm just, like I say, I just want it to get a little bit more of the details in. As far as, see, now my mind is kind of figuring out now what I want to do. So I'm going in now and just kind of detailing it a little bit more. Alright. And I want my water to be down here. Okay, so now what I want to do is I am going to now start shading in. Let's shading in this bottom mountain, kind of like a brownish kind of color, and I want to just kind of shade it in here. Give it a little shade in this area here. Maybe just and I'm going up and down right now on here because I'm going to blend it. So I know it looks weird. I'm hoping that when I blend it with my blender, it will kind of come together here. Alright. Now it's blending in a little kind of much. I think maybe what I'll do is I'll practice on that other one that I have. Remember how I told you how to duplicate it in the gallery so that you can mess around? Because see, like what I could do is I can go off camera and then I could play around with this one, for example, and then I can come back and show you how to do it. But I just kind of want to show you the process of how it works, because if I do that off camera and I come in and then, you know, I look like I know it all, then you guys are going to think that it's that easy, when in fact it's not. This is the process, you know. I have to figure it out the same way as you would, you know. So I kind of just wanted to show you, as a teacher, I want to show you exactly how the process works. And for me, anyway, this is how it works. Okay. So now I want to make it. Now I did a tutorial on how to do mountains, and it's called the Lake House, and it's on my Etsy thing. But that's just if you want to get the picture. But if you want to actually watch the video, I did a really cool tutorial, okay, on how to do the mountain, and I think I might go and try that process on here, and come back and see how that works, because I can do foliage and I can go really crazy in that background. So I might go try that and then come back and show it to you. But for now, let's put in some water. Let's grab a little darker blue. Okay, and I want to kind of just give it some water effect here. And that's kind of a cool thing about this app too, is that you can go across everything. Because now, okay, now let's grab another, maybe a little bit darker blue, and just in some areas, just, you know, you put in some shades. Is that you can go over that area. Now I'm going to take the eraser, and of course I'm going to have to go have all that fun with the eraser. It's going to be a lot of eraser work, but that's okay. I like the eraser work. To me, it's you know how I've been saying that, very, very zen, you know. Now I could put in some nice highlights, and I'm going to go back in, and then I'll really put some details in with some bubbles, you know, put some bubbles in and stuff. And now I'm just kind of now I'll get my blur tool here, and I'm going to just kind of make sure that I just kind of sweep across like this, okay. And then another thing too, we can put in a little bit of reflection down here, just kind of the color of the flowers. I know you can't see it now, but because I know what's under there, you know, remember we have really bright flowers under there. So I'm going to put maybe a little bit of reflection in the water for, you know, underneath the flowers to give it this look. And then let's see if this works the same as acrylics. If I blend down this way, it should give it a little like a streaky effect. I don't know how this will work. Yeah, it does. Okay, so you want to kind of blend down if you want to have like a reflection. Blend downwards like this, and it gives kind of like a nice blending motion here. It looks like it's reflecting down. Okay, like just like that. All right. Okay, so now just, and then maybe you want to come across and then grab some white, or like maybe like this here, and then keep your brush kind of fairly thin, and you just kind of want to add a little bit of highlights there, of course, maybe in here, and over here, and then like I say, we'll come back and do bubbles and stuff. And again with the coming down here, just see if it adds a little bit of reflection here. Downward motions. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to come in now with my eraser, and of course I get to come in here, and then I'm just going to bring it all back to life. Look at that. Isn't that fun? And now when I get to the edges, I got to be more careful, but right now I can just bring all the colors back. That's so fun. Isn't that fun? Just bringing all the colors back to life. And the guy here. All right, and then I'll go in and you want to be careful here on the, I'm going to have to go in and, take the brush, make it smaller when you do the edges, and then just, come in real close and try not to get like that. You don't want to ruin your back. Now, like I say, I know that there's, I'm sure, millions of different ways to go about this. They have dodges and burns and, all that stuff that's on this app that I'm sure I know I'm not taking advantage of, but this is just kind of the thing. So then, of course, I'm going to go in, and then we're going to do the same thing to all the butterflies. So this is kind of, this is the fun part for me. So I don't know about you, but I enjoy it. So I'm going to go in and then just kind of go in here and take all the color out of the butterflies. So you go do the same thing. I just want to give you an idea of kind of what it looks like. So let me just go like this really quick. Alright, I'll just do just the edge just to give you an idea. Okay, so now you can see it's starting to come along. Okay, it's starting to come along. We are just not there yet, but we will be. I'm hoping he's going to come out good. Or it could be a she. Maybe it's a girl frog. I don't know. But I got to be, like I say, careful when you get towards the edges. You have to make your brush smaller and really take time to put the detail. Okay, but I just want to kind of look at it, get an idea how I kind of am liking the way it's coming along. And then now I can just kind of, just kind of judge it. All right, and then we can go in. Now we can start doing some more detail now in the water and putting more detail in. I want to make sure, like maybe in here, I want to have a little bit more highlight. So I'm gonna put in some highlight here for the sun, because there's a little sun in here. So put in maybe some white down in here. Now I could have done this part on another layer as well, but like I say, I just kind of am doing it like this. So maybe just a little bit. And again, I'm just, I know I'm rushing this because I know I got to do the video, and I don't want the video to be too long, But like if I was coloring at a park or something, and I wouldn't be doing it quite so fast. Well, maybe I would. No, I wouldn't. I would be probably a little slower. Alright. Okay. Alright, and then I think I would probably put some white in here. Now I want to try something on this waterfall, okay? So I think I will put this on another layer, so I'm going to go ahead and blend this out a little bit. So blend this out. I have an idea of what's in my head again for this for the waterfall. So I'm going to take this here and I'm just going to merge everything down, because it doesn't matter. It's not going to hurt anything to merge anything down. This is the reference layer, okay, and this is all the colors. So we're all working on just one page. I'm erasing it anyways, and no layers. So I'm just trying to keep it as simple as possible. Okay, so on this layer, I'm going to make a new layer, and I'm going to set this to multiply again, as usual. Now, I'm going to try something to give it a little bit of, like, there's things falling down, like, well, you'll see. Got an idea. So I'm going to take a dark blue, and I'm going to need to use the other brush, that inker brush, when you get it in the Sketch-A-Day or whatever that was, where you get the inker brush. Okay, and or whatever technical brush you like. I think the soft air brush wouldn't be as strong to give you as what I need. I need a really crisp line. I'm going to try this. So I'm going to make like an outline here, and I want to have it kind of like it's like a little whoa, look at that. Oh, that's right, I forgot it. Yeah, that's right. Okay, if you hold it, you see, that's another thing. See, with this app, if you make like a curve, okay, like this, it'll straighten it out for you if you hold it like that, and then you can move it around, which is kind of cool. If I mean, this is why people use it like to do lettering and things like that. But it'll if you want to make a perfect circle, it'll make a perfect circle for you, and then you can move it around and do all kinds of things. But I don't do the graphic design part of this. I just color like normal. But that's why I just wanted to show you a little thing I did that I discovered there. Like I say, I'm not using this for a graphic design function because it's not what I use it for. Okay, I just wanted to see something, if it'll work. I want to make it look like, well, you can't tell now, but I want to make it look like water is falling down, dripping down here. And I'm going to do some shading, okay? This is going to be some shading. There's going to be a lot of shading on this side. Then I'm going to select this area here, go back to that blur here again, and I'm going to blur that out just a tad. So that I can use that as a shadow. Okay, then I'm going to come in here and make it smaller. Okay, and I'm just going to go back along that edge again, but a little bit more carefully this time. Okay, see, I'm holding it there because I want it to have a nice round edge so it looks like water's dripping down. See, if I hold it, like I say, if I hold it, it just gives a nice softer edge to the, because instead of the line being wobbly, it's a lot more straighter. If I just hold it for a minute, it kind of just straightens out the little curve in the line for me. And I come around up here, and come around up here, come around up here. Okay, and then maybe come around up here like that. Alright, and then I'm going to, I need a crisp edge here along this edge of the water where the water line will be. Okay. I know it looks like not much now, but I gotta get with, like again, I gotta get what's in my head and get it out onto this paper. So, alright, let's take a smudge tool here, and I'm going to, oh, I know, it's gotta be smaller. I just want to get this edge nice and blended in. This requires, of course, a little bit more skill as far as, your blending technique goes. You just have to be a little more careful when you're blending this area. See, because you want it to look natural. I didn't do a very good job on the underneath part too. I might go underneath there and fix that first. See, I don't like that, so I'm going to have to go underneath that layer to the second layer. And if I go down underneath that second layer, I can blend that out so it's a little bit more, I don't like that was there underneath here. So I'm going to, oops, I'll fix the yellow. I know it looks messy now, but I hope it's going to come out like I want it to. I think, like, if you're watching this video, once you see how I've done it, then when you go do yours, it's going to be easier because you won't have all this trial and error that I'm having. You'll already see what the final product, what it's going to look like, and you can just copy it if you like it, which I don't even know if I will, right? This is all going to be a surprise to me, too. If you followed me this long, then you're stuck now. till finish, because I know I would be. I would want to watch and see how it comes out too. I'm gonna bring this in because see how it's like messy on the side, and I'm not worried about messing it up because I know I can just fix it, you know. But I really want to create a nice water look here, so, and I got a little bit of a problem here, so I think I'll just clean it up off camera, I think, so I don't have to take the time to show you. But basically, okay, now I'm going to go back to that third layer again. Basically what I'm going to do when I come back is I'm going to blend all this in and give it a nice soft blend around the edges. Alright, and I'm going to make it look like the water is falling down. But I won't put any highlights in or anything until I come back, because I don't want you to miss that. Okay, but I'm basically just blending this in, and then when it gets too blurry like this, I got to go back in, okay, and put in, I'll just go back and grab my brush and then make sure it's small enough and maybe not quite so hard, you know, with the opacity, and I'll just come back in and clean it up. This definitely requires, you know, I mean, it's not like you're just coloring in a picture right now. I mean, you're actually trying to create something that's not there, because usually in the coloring books that would already be there. You'd already see it already from far away how nice that looks. I can already see it from there. I don't know if the camera picks that up or not, but it's already starting to look a little bit like a really cool waterfall. So I just need to work on it a little bit more to really get that to look like a nice waterfall that's coming down, you know. So, but at least you kind of see the process, you know, of how I did it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go and basically just blend all this in until it's gonna be what I want. And when I come back, then you'll be able to see. And then we'll put in some splashes, some water, some bubbles, and I'll figure out what to do with the mountain. That way I don't have to do it on camera with you, you know, waiting around until I figure it out. I'll go figure it out and then come back. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. Well, for you it'll just be a second. For me, I'll be a while. All right, see you in about 1 second. Bye. Okay, so I sort of changed what I was going to do, but I already did it, so I can't really show you how I did it, but it would be too elaborate for this video anyway, to show you how I do the background. But I would just want to give you an idea of how cool it, you know, how things that you could do with this. So you just got to play around and have some fun. I've taught you a bunch about the coloring, so I think you could figure it out. I'll show you. I think I still have to erase something over here. Anyway, it's just kind of an ongoing process, you know, when you're working on these pictures, and you just like with your colored pencils, you know, you just go to it when you have the chance, and just unlock your creativity, because there's so much. There's just so much that you could do, and I can't wait to get on with my next picture. It's funny. It's like when I do these, it's like I wanna finish it. Of course, I'm having fun doing it, but I'm already thinking about my next one. It's hard to put my little pencil down when I get started. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please like it for sure, because it helps me on my YouTube channel. And tell your friends. And follow me on Instagram. And if you'd like to support me, you could join my Patreon, and that just kind of keeps me going. So I want to get a bigger iPad, I think, but this one's okay. This one's fine. This is perfect. So anyways, okay, thanks you guys for tuning in. Ciao for now.